Hello everyone, this is Abby Jo and welcome to our channel. Let's make an iced coffee together. I like to use leftover coffee from the morning. I add a good amount of ice and a spoon full of maple syrup, coffee, and a splash of cream or milk. And there you have it, delicious iced coffee. I'm going to take you guys along with me thrift shopping and a food haul afterwards and show you my groceries. So many of you guys have been asking like what I do with my grocery shopping, so I want to take you guys along on that, and then I'm going to do a little bit of DIY. And today I wanted to start this new thing. I wanted to share with you guys Abby Jo's Thrifty tip, and that today is save your coffee and your tea. I've talked about this before, but whenever you have a little bit of leftover coffee in your coffee press or however you make your coffee, save that coffee. Don't throw it down the drain. Make yourself an iced coffee later in the day, or take that coffee and pour it into ice cube trays, and then you'll have iced coffee, and it will be wonderful in your trays that you can make an iced coffee later on with all that flavor. And that goes for your tea too. Save that tea and use it for iced tea later on in the day. All right, guys, let's get to it. I always put things into my cart that I'm thinking on, and if I decide later that I'm not going to get it, I put it back where I found it. So much fun vintage furniture was in the store today. I was thrilled with this gold frame vintage picture from the 1940s for only $4.99. This orange pitcher, I believe it's carnival glass. I'm not sure. If you know, leave it in the comments below if you think it's carnival glass. It's absolutely stunning and such a good deal, but it's not really my colors. I love collecting flower pots. They are so useful and so pretty. Terracotta and pottery are my favorites. I was looking for an oil lamp, so I was really happy to find this one. I couldn't believe that I found another pitcher and bowl, and this one was very old white ironstone, simply stunning. So when we go to town, we're not actually just going to just randomly go thrift shopping. We usually have errands to do, grocery shopping, and then I usually ask my husband to stop at a thrift store because I love running in and seeing if there's any good deals. So we went thrift shopping, grocery shopping, and just ran some errands. And that is a way that we save on, gas. And our Thrifty is trying to do a lot of things in one day, so we're not running back and forth to town. Because I think we're definitely in a time where we have to think about those type of things and being thrifty, and definitely making less trips is how I do that. And that's actually how I shop. That's how I've always shopped. I kind of basically just get produce and dairy when I go shopping, because I'm always working on filling up my freezers and my pantry. So my regular shopping is just like getting some milk and dairy and some fruit and vegetables, organic things that are fresh and just nice to have. And then I usually am eating out of our larder and our freezers. When the gardens are going, you're not going in for produce as much, like when you have salad and vegetables coming in. But that's a real short period of time. You're using that time when your stuff's coming in to eat it fresh, to dry it, to can it, to freeze it. But, the rest of the year, my go-to, especially up here in the UP, there's not a lot of grocery stores and a lot of variety. So I tend to go to Walmart and go shop their organic section, Myers, and then I also shop at a restaurant store called Gordon's, and that's kind of my go-to. And then I go to Costco about twice a year. I drive down, or else I just order stuff online. But like to do a big bulk haul, I will literally drive a couple hours to Costco about twice a year and bulk up. So that's kind of where I shop and what I do. One of the reasons that I can actually go to a grocery store and just get like my dairy and fresh vegetables and fruit is because I'm bulking up, once a month and throughout the year, and it really is a lifestyle. I buy my beef from my butcher, and you can buy it like a half of a beef or a whole beef, and then you have that in your freezer for the whole year. And instead of just going to the store and buying, a pound here, a pound there, you've got all this meat in your freezer, and that price is locked in at a really good price, a lot better than you can get from the store. I know that sometimes it's hard thinking about buying bulk because of the initial purchase price, but you can a lot of times go in with a friend or several friends and buy half of a beef and split it up amongst each other, and you're still getting that really good price. I know there's all different kinds of budgets and stuff, but if you guys, another little idea for thrift tip here is to have a yard sale, consolidate some things, sell some things on eBay, get a little side job for the weekend, get something that you can get a little bit of extra cash, and then bulk up on food, because you'll never regret having a little extra food in your pantry. I always buy my grains and my baking supplies also through like a co-op, through like Azure or a local co-op, at least once or twice a year. So that kind of does all my flour and my baking goods. So I'm not going to the store and buying baking goods all the time. And Costco's about twice a year. So I'm buying these big purchases, and I kind of, save and budget for those big purchases so that I'm always just kind of, working through my food and buying in bulk. And then I also really focus on just buying stuff that's on sale. So when I go out to get my stuff, if I see an item on sale, I buy that item on sale. And then the other thing that I do is I just really focus on preserving the produce when it's in season. That is like the biggest tip I can give you, is like, last year when we were just moved into this house, we stopped at like a little farmer's market thing on the side of the road. And there was this beautiful bushel of tomatoes for sale. And it was like $10 or $12. And it was just like huge, full of these ripe, delicious tomatoes. I mean, you could take those tomatoes and you can make sauce. You can dry them and make dried tomato powder. You can freeze them. You can do all kinds of stuff to preserve that harvest. And you're locking in that, I can't remember exactly, it was around $10 or $12, but you're locking in that price and that fresh food, and you're putting it in your storage for long term and for use like during the winter when tomato prices are really high. I forgot to actually video going into Gordon's Food, which is a restaurant store. I love going to restaurant stores because sometimes the prices can be a little high and sometimes the prices can be great. And they tend to have like a clearance area, And I really like to go in for things like this Mexican blend cheese or any kind of cheese. This is 5 pounds of grated cheese, and I love having grated cheese in my freezer. You saw that probably on my freezer video. I'll link it up here. I love to freeze cheese for my pizzas, enchiladas, casseroles, and I find that if I actually freeze our cheese, we don't go through it as fast. Because like if there's a block of cheese in the fridge, man, my kids just carve on it like crazy and we just like fly through the cheese. So just kind of understanding that buying in bulk, it's like 5 pounds of cheese, 5 pounds of pepperoni. That's buying in bulk. I split it up in my bags and put it in the freezer. And that is in the freezer for many meals to go with my homemade pizzas and anything else that I need to make with it. And as you guys know, we enjoy nachos. As you've seen in a video before, I feel like they're a homemade fast food that we really enjoy as a comfort food. So I always try to keep several bags of tortilla chips. A lot of times I'll get them at Costco, but they don't last, you know, the whole year or half a year till I get back to Costco. So I found these were on sale and they're just 4 ingredients, and I brought them up to the register, and it's really nice because I always talk to the manager or to whoever's running the cashier at that point, and it's fun because they'll often tell me what they like, and we have conversation, and it's fun. And they said that these just came in and they were really high quality, and there's like only 4 ingredients, and so I was really happy to get these tortilla chips. And I think they're like $3, $3.25 a bag or something like that. Next time I need to keep my receipt here so I can tell you exactly. I picked up a little fruit. This was on sale for something. And these strawberries, I grabbed some strawberries for $1.99. I needed some lemons because we really love lemons and we go through them. So I grabbed some lemons when I was there. And just because it's summertime, I love making sandwiches and going out for picnics. So I got the sweet and spicy mustard and some horseradish sauce. I get almost all of our meat from a butcher or local, but I will buy chicken breast when it's on sale or just a good deal, because I like to have chicken breast for our Chinese stir fries and stuff like that. So I just grabbed these chicken breasts. They actually weren't on sale, but they're $2.99 a pound, and I just needed some because we were going to do a stir fry pretty soon. And I always get these corn tortillas. We really like the flavor of these, and I put them in the freezer, and we use them because my daughter is gluten-free, and we go through a lot of corn tortillas. And these are about $4.59 for a stack. They were on sale. They're usually $4.99. And I grabbed a bag of potato chips. These are totally a treat because we don't usually do potato chips. We always just get some tortilla chips. Kind of stay away from snack food. That's another way we save money. But because it's coming to summertime, I do like to keep a bag of potato chips for when we have people over and we have hot dogs and hamburgers and potato salad and baked beans and potato chips. Just the traditional all-American picnic food. And as I said, they have usually a clearance area, and they had this whole bag of garlic for $2. So I grabbed it because we use a lot of garlic. These onions were $1.99, and I grabbed these to chop up and put in the freezer. And then I just grabbed some sugar because fall is coming before you know it, and I do a lot of baking in the fall, and also there'll be canning season coming up. So I grabbed brown sugar, powdered sugar, and regular sugar. And then I grabbed, I got this peanut oil. I've never bought peanut oil before, but I needed something with a high smoke heat point. And so I just got this to try it out, and I'll see how I like it. But mostly I stick with olive oil, lard, butter, ghee. Those are kind of my main, and coconut oil. Those are kind of my main oils. Oils are just a really important part of bulking up in your pantry. I keep a lot of citrus and apples in my fridge for the little kids, so I usually get those organic at Walmart, and I let them eat pretty much as snacks whenever they would like to eat an apple or an orange. And I also keep a lot of bananas on hand too. So those are kind of our snack fruits that we have in our house. I know you probably have heard that if we just shop on the outer part of the grocery store, that's where all the food that's good for you is. And I even want to go a step further and just say that the most unprocessed way that you can buy your food is how you're going to save the most money. And that's why it's so important to learn how to cook from scratch. And I'm not saying that you can't ever buy a bag of chips or tortillas pre-made, but it's really good to know how to make tortillas. And it's really good to have flour and salt and oils and oatmeal and rice and beans and vegetables, canned and frozen and dried, so that you can make all those good foods. I bought these strawberries for some rhubarb that I have because I want to make a strawberry rhubarb pie, but I thought I would show you guys how I use part of these strawberries in my ice. I love to slice up some strawberries and mint leaves and put them in my ice, and it brings your drink to a whole new level. And now for the thrift haul. You guys saw some of the stuff that we got when we were shopping, and even a few things I put back because that's what I always do, carried around. I decided not to get that picture with the little girl and the dog because I looked at it really closely, and it actually had a newer frame installed into the older frame, and I didn't really want to take it apart, and it wasn't just a piece that made me go, oh, I have to have this on my wall. But I did get a piece that I'm in love with, and I can't wait to share with you guys. And it's kind of funny because you guys all told me in the video before, and I'll link that one right here, that print that I got was called Pinky, and that the other one is called Bluey or Blue. And it's so funny, it's a pair. So now you've got me interested in trying to find that piece. But I did get a piece of art today that is going to look amazing on my gallery wall that I'm collecting for. And what's interesting is when I got home, I looked it up and I found out it's actually a set of a pair. Crazy is that last time I showed you guys this one, and you guys all told me that this is called Pinky, and that Bluey is the other one that goes with it. So it's interesting to me that I just found another photo that I'm in love with, and this one has a pair that matches it with an older gentleman. And this is actually on the back. It says it's from Chicago, and it said the old woman of Capri, and it's from the 1940s. It has a stamp date on it of 1949 on here. So it's just a really cute vintage piece. And so when I got home, I was like, oh, old woman of Capri. Then there's the old man of Capri. So now I've got to find the old man of Capri, and I got to find Bluey here to do this matching set, which this was only $4.99, and I love it. I love the red. It's going to pop with the roses I have on the wall, and it's just such a peaceful picture. It's beautiful, and I'm really going to enjoy it on my gallery wall. So you guys know that I had been looking for a pitcher and bowl for a long time, and several videos back I found this beautiful one, and it was just really simple and white, but it had like some gold in it, and it was just lovely. It was hard to spend $40 because I had been holding out for like $20, and I always just wanted a real simple white one. And today when I went thrift shopping, look what I found. Is that not the most beautiful, simple farmhouse pitcher and bowl? I still love my other one, but you're not going to believe the price on this, guys. This set with the bowl and the pitcher was $6. That is a score, and this is beautiful. It's just beautiful, and it is ironstone china, guys. Ironstone china. It's so beautiful. $6. I could definitely say this is one of my steals, and you know what? It's okay to have two pitchers and bowls at my house because they remind me so much of my off-grid time. My husband and I lived 5 years off grid building a house when we lived in Idaho, and we lived without electricity. We heated up our water the first year, then we got a propane water heater. But for 5 years we used candles and lamps. So I am very partial to just the old fashioned living type things in my house. And I love history. And I just think this is a beautiful piece of history, and it's so sweet. And we have a lot of outages here during the winter. So I think it's good to have lamps and backup things, just even like a pitcher and a bowl where you can wash your face and hands and get ready for bed at night. And I think it's just a great thing to have. Talking about lamps, you know that I'm partial to them. So I found this little cutie, and it's kind of vintage. It's made in Hong Kong, and it says Sailboat brand, made in Hong Kong. And I just love just the detailing on this, and it's just real simple and sweet. I paid $9.99 for it. I have one on my desk, but I thought it would be good to have another one just for backup and outages, and it's so pretty. I love it so much, and I can't wait to show you guys me using it this winter. You guys know that I love gold, and I'm always looking for things that hold candles because I have a lot of candles, and I found this piece and I'm just in love with it. I love that it has a mirror. I like that it will reflect the candlelight, and I bought a whole bunch of these beautiful 100% beeswax candles last year. And as you can see, they're really big and they're hard to find, a candle holder. But this actually fits perfect, and it has a little, I don't even know, nail thing there, and then you just stick it on and it holds it there as it burns down. It is gonna be so beautiful. I'm always looking for new containers for flowers and indoor plants, and I love terracotta. These are such cute little pots. We collect them, so whenever I find them, I pick them up. And as you can see, these were $1.99. They're so cute. And I love this beautiful red pottery, $2.99. I love how white it is and shallow, and I just think it'll be beautiful with flowers just pouring out of it on our picnic table. Thrift shopping is where it's at for toys for little kids because it's so much cheaper than going to the store and buying brand new ones. And also you're reusing something that's just been thrown out. My little son found this adorable book. It's a golden guide to insects. It's vintage, and we have one called A Golden Guide to Reptiles that he already has. And he found this and he was so excited. He showed it to me, and I just love this little book. It is just amazing. The pictures are outstanding, and it's really sweet because he beelines it to the books, and I just think it's really sweet that he was so excited about this little book. It was $2.99 and it's vintage, and the pictures just, I feel like it draws the kids in to learn. Literally, this book has already been looked at so much since we got home. Everybody's been enjoying all the beautiful pictures and talking about all the insects. One thing about our family is that we love games, and we're always looking for them. My husband found this for $1.99, and it's called Slamwich. It's so cute. He'd already been looking at this game on Amazon for like $15. It was kind of in a wish list, and he found it for $1.99. He counted all the cards to make sure they were there, and they were, which is like not always the thing with card games. And this is such a fun little game, and it's nice because both the little kids can play it too. My husband always really looks through the games and the toys when we're in a thrift store, which is really nice because I'm out there looking at photos and pictures and furniture and clothes. And he found this really neat kit that was brand new, not open, of catapults. And he loves doing that kind of stuff, the put together, build stuff with our son. So they got home and they built the catapults, and then they played with them, and it has already been such a big hit in the house. I am not a big proponent of plastic. If you look in my house, I don't have a lot of plastic. I don't really like it. I haven't bought many plasticky toys for my children, but here and there, the kids will find something at the thrift store that's plastic, and I can tell that they're in love with it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to play with it, And then when they get bored, I can always donate it to somebody else. So for $5, we got this cute little food truck for my little daughter, and she has been making the food for us, serving us tacos and cookies and smoothies as soon as we wake up. So it was a good $5 spent because she's been having so much fun just playing and imagining. This was quite the haul. I'm down to my last few things here, but we got all these seeds for 25 cents a piece. My daughter went in there and got them. She bought some earlier in the season and every single one of the seeds germinated. So when we went back to that thrift store, she got a big old handful of more seeds. One thing that I often do is I'm looking for clothes that are off season, and that's what I usually do. And these are just beautiful little flannel pajama pants. They're thick, they're not worn, they're in good quality. They were $1.99, and I'll just put those away for wintertime. So I got this bowl and I adore it. It was $8.99, and I love wooden bowls, and it's unfinished. So I thought it would be perfect for my husband to sand and touch up and then put mineral oil on it, and I can use it for food prep. I actually got this beveled mirror at the same thrift store about a week ago when I just swung in really quick, and it was $9.99. It's beveled, a gold frame, so I grabbed it. I think I'm going to use it on my gallery wall, but then I actually found another spot in the living room, so I haven't decided where this is going to go yet. And I forgot about this. I was going to show you this huge picture frame with corkboard in it for my daughter's art room. She likes to put all her art projects, or should I say her art corner, in her room. But she's going to kind of distress the frame a little bit and take this off, I think. But it's going to be great for her displaying all of her artwork. And it was only $4.99, so I thought that was a really good deal. Something I feel like I need to tell you guys is that we always stop at thrift shops when we're in the area, because that's just how you find things. It takes consistency and looking around. And a lot of times my husband will just pull up, let me run in, and I'll do a little quick run around. And if there's nothing there, no big deal. I'll look next time. But that's a lot of times how you find good deals, is you just look every time that you go. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you sometimes feel like you're not finding something, is maybe try a new area or just consistently go to the same area, and you might find that really good deal just around the corner. Many of you saw me buy this picture frame in my last thrift store video haul. I'm taking this picture frame and I'm going to add some material and dried flowers. I really want a yellow or light blue velvet for the material, but I don't have that right now, so I'm going to use this wool plaid and see how it goes. I can always change the material at a later date. I had some roses, baby breath, and lavender that had dried, and I thought that would really look pretty behind glass. I really liked how it turned out, but I think I would like a solid lighter velvet background that would pop the flowers more, but I think it works for now. My daughter, when she visited recently, brought me this sweet flower picture with a gold frame, and I love it. My second gallery wall is really coming together, and I have lots more room for beautiful artwork as I find it on my thrifting hunts. I just got a beautiful package in the mail from American Blossom Linens. We only feature companies that we feel like we can get behind and that we like and use. I like this company because it has 100% organic cotton, also that is made in America. They're just beautiful, and since we spent a lot of time making our master bath feel like a home spa, these towels will be amazing in our bathroom. As you all know, 6 months ago we tried out their beautiful organic cotton sheets for our king-size bed, and we are so pleased with the high quality and frankly, the luxury we feel every time we go to bed. I'll put that link in the video above. If you're in the market for new sheets or towels, I would love it if you would use our affiliate link, Forgotten Way Farms 10. If you guys would like to help us keep making more videos, then please subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much. We just started a new Instagram account, so if you guys want to follow us over there, then head over to Abby Jo Slow Living and you can see us more on a day-to-day basis.